All right, my friends, I got a good one for you today. But first, a question. Have you ever stopped to think about how fast technology is coming at us? Like just a few years ago, remember Google Glasses? They came and then they went. They were kind of sucky. And now we're on the brink of seeing them everywhere. Uncle Zuckerberg is leading the charge. We're talking about a future, folks, where these things could change everything. The way we consume media, interact, even connect. So today I want to dig into how these AR glasses might shake things up and how they could even impact how we watch content on YouTube. Oh man, it's going to be a problem. All right, first of all, what exactly are AR glasses? Have you guys seen these, by the way, the Meta glasses that Zuck was talking about a couple weeks ago? So just imagine this. You're walking down the street, and all of a sudden, info about nearby restaurants just pops up right in front of you, in front of your eyeballs. It looks like maybe it's even pacing you. It's just walking with you. Or you're watching a movie, and it feels like it's all happening all around you. Total immersion. Wild, right? Well, that's the magic of augmented reality, my friends. It's this insane blend of the real world with digital stuff projected right into your view, bouncing off of your corneas. Not sci-fi anymore, you guys, not sci-fi. This is real. Now, if you guys want to think really even deeper about this, the path that we're heading down, total immersion, there's this concept where computers and humans will become one, and we'll be able to live forever within this computer. Now, the question is, and this is Elon Musk's theory, is that we're already there. We exist in the computer model. That's weird to think about. I digress. All right, you guys, so let's take a look at what's already out there in terms of these wearables, the glasses. Right now, Meta's got their Ray-Ban Stories. I even got a pair of them right here. Check this out. Bada boom, baby. Hello, mister. All right, I stopped wearing my other glasses, by the way, when I filmed because it was way too glary. These ones have like I think they have a blue light filter on. But if you press a button, it will light up, and then take a picture. Pretty crazy, huh? Oh, it took a picture. Thank you. Battery is 94%. But those are pretty cool. They're not augmented reality, but they have AI built into it, so I can ask it questions, get answers in real time. I can even take pictures of things and ask the AI, what am I looking at? Stuff like that. It's kind of wild. I don't wear them very often because I don't want cancer in my face. As much as I like tech, I'm not really one for getting cancer. All right, there's also some new Orion glasses coming out, and both of these are pushing the boundaries. It's not just about snapping the photos or making calls with these things. These wearables are about bringing media, games, and social stuff into a whole new space, right? We are being trained to adapt to this entirely new concept of how to do communication. These wearables could completely reshape how we interact with content and with one another. So here's the thought. What if AR glasses make us want something different from content? Right now, we're glued to these quick bite-sized scroll type of content experiences. But with augmented reality, we're talking about consuming content in full 360-degree experiences that almost feel like an enhanced version of a theater. Imagine watching your favorite show in a virtual movie theater. Right? Any of you guys tried out the Apple Vision Pro? I know those things are pretty clunky and they kind of like came into the scene. A whole bunch of people spent a few $1,000s on them and then they just died off because of their limitations. But if you use that tool, the experience was total immersion. Same with Oculus. The screen wraps around you. You're not just watching, you're in it. This, you guys, can make the quick clips feel a little bit flat, a little bit basic. I mean, if you have these glasses on and your field of vision is watching a short that's right here, would you rather just watch that short or would you rather have an immersive experience? So this brings me to the big question. What happens to short form content if people start craving the more immersive stuff? I want to hear your feedback. Leave it down in the comments below. A lot of people don't think that wearables are going to be a thing. I happen to disagree. I happen to think that we're going to be like Ready Player One at some point. We want immersion. So we love the quick hits of the entertainment, but AR could shift things. Instead of quick dopamine hits, people might want something they could really sink into. Longer content that keeps them engaged for a longer period of time. Think about like if we're bored sitting at the doctor's office or sitting in our car waiting at a stoplight, do you want to just scroll or do you want total immersion? It might not be very safe at a stoplight. I just realized that. And I don't do that, by the way. Nah. All right, so what does this mean for creators, you guys? You know, you're wondering the same thing. What does this mean? I want to stay ahead of the curve. For creators like us, AR can open up a mix of challenges and big opportunities. It's going to push us to think bigger, maybe even go back. You know, like I've said in the past, we have these cyclical experiences on YouTube where things go really basic. Sam Solik, for example, all the way back to cinematic, Casey Neistat, and we do this. But in reality, the content is supposed to fit with your personality. And so if you are a cinematic storyteller, then do cinematic storytelling stuff. If you're basic muscle bodybuilder, do basic stuff. But wearing wearables that have total immersion are going to fundamentally change the way that we are able to create content. And it can open up an entirely new type or style of content where people feel like they're a part of something. But it's also a chance to get creative with interaction. Like imagine if viewers could make choices in the story, or if characters in a video react to what's going on around them. Now we're getting a little bit wild, a little bit crazy. AR combined with AI could make all of this possible within the next number of years. And here's the kicker. Zuck has even suggested using AI to make custom avatars that mimic the way that we look and sound and even interact. So if you're a creator, AI can help streamline things like editing, script writing, even creating virtual environments. But, and this is big, while AI might make things easier, we got to keep that human touch. We got to stay authentic. That's what makes content special. And I did an entire video about that, and you guys can watch that right up here. You want to make sure to pay attention to that. Authenticity is key. Listen to Uncle Raph, authenticity is key. What about platforms and revenue? Now, before I get into that, you guys, if you don't know about our newsletter, White Space, click the link down in the description below. We're sending weekly breakdowns of viral content, giving out viral content ideas, YouTube channel ideas, revenue making ideas. It's all for free in that newsletter. All you got to do is subscribe. Click the link down in the description below. All right, let's talk about revenue. Now, you guys, if AR goes mainstream, it's not just our creators who are going to need to adapt. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok, Instagram, they're all built around short form, or they're all at least very integrated and very interested in short form. But if people start leaning into immersion, long form experiences, these platforms are going to have to pivot or get risk getting left behind. Now, TikTok's already experiencing a lot of crazy things. I think that YouTube and Instagram are too big to fail in the United States or worldwide. I think TikTok might fail in the United States. I think that's TBD. I think it's also just being used as a political pawn. By the way, I have a great breakdown of the theory that I have about TikTok, if you guys want to take a look at that. And who's pulling the strings? I got a video up here I did a couple of years ago that feels like it's still as relevant. All right, just think about a platform just for AR content. Could something pop up where you can explore virtual worlds while interacting with video? This feels like so weird. I feel even weird talking about this because is this even a thing? Like, have you guys ever been into like the metaverse or seen what people are creating? I think it's called Unreal Engine, where these worlds that you could go into look real. The water sounds real. The dirt, the detail in the ground, on the ground seems real. The grass seems real. This is the future we're talking about. Now, I mean, if you want to talk about like craziness in politics and the things that they're doing to the United States, let's not get into that. I think in the future, a lot of us are, especially younger generations, going to be spending a whole lot of time in these virtual universes. And with people spending more time in these immersive experiences, brands are also going to see the value of sponsoring longer, high quality content over just running a quick ad. This shift could completely open up new revenue models. I mean, this is like pure speculation. But again, you guys, like, be prepared. If brands are like, we want total immersion, this is entirely new revenue models for creators. Brands wanting deeper storytelling or just even immersive experiences rather than just like quick shout out. So what's the catch? What's the catch of all this stuff? What is the downside? Here's the reality check. While the future of AR is super exciting, there's a couple things we can't ignore. First, accessibility. Not everyone's going to be able to afford these fancy new glasses. I mean, we can afford $1,500 iPhones. Who knows what the glasses are going to cost? Privacy, this is another thing. Gathering data, right? If there's cameras built into our face, like on our face, our phone at least is in our pocket with cameras in our face. Audio is going all the time. What kind of data is going to be able to pick up about our habits? You know, I'll be wearing my glasses while I'm going to the bathroom. Like, what are the, what's Meta going to see? These are all things that bring up real concerns about security and data security. If companies like Meta want to buy in, they got to make privacy a top priority, which they haven't really done in over the last number of years. Big picture, you guys, we're at this incredible crossroads. It's a fun time to be alive. These types of glasses and AI could seriously change the way that we create and consume content. It's not just about quick entertainment anymore. It's about real connections and unique experiences and storytelling that sticks. And for creators, this is a huge opportunity to stand out and be different. If you guys hadn't seen, like, there was a lot of content that was made with these when they first came out, and it was very unique. When somebody would walk into an elevator and they look at the mirror in the elevator and it's like, where's the phone? You're just looking into a mirror. So here's my challenge to you. Think about what makes you unique, your story, your voice. Dive deeper into that, because as tech keeps evolving, again, and I can't reiterate this enough, staying true to yourself will always be what sets you apart. All right, you guys. So I made a video the other day about how some faceless creators are using ChatGPT or artificial intelligence to scrape transcripts, to scrape the scripts of creators, authentic creators, big creators, to create their own faceless channels. And I gave some good insight there. I shared a story of one of our clients who's actually happening to him right now. There's some really interesting stuff in there. So if you guys want to take a look at that and prepare yourselves for the AI revolution, click video right here. Later.